In the previous lecture, we added movement to our car. Now in this lecture, what we're going to do is add steering and braking to our car. Okay, so for steering, after the move method, we're going to create another method now by the name of steer. Okay, and in here, what we're going to do is we will create a for each loop. So let me just copy and paste that right here. Okay, then in here, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna say if wheel dot axle is equals to the axle dot front. Okay, because as you know that we will only rotate our front wheels to the left or right. Okay, because that is how the car turns. So if the axle is the front one, then we will calculate the desired steer angle. So for that, we will create a variable by the name of steer angle, which will be equals to the steer input, multiply that by the trim sensitivity, and then multiply that by the maximum steer angle. Okay, then we will smoothly interpolate to the new steer angle. So for that, we will say wheel dot wheel collider dot steer angle will be equals to the mathf dot lerp, then wheel dot wheel collider dot steer angle, then the steer angle, and then we will say 0.6 f. That is all we have to do for steering. Now with steering we also want to add braking as well, so create a method for that, and in here we will check that if the space button is pressed or when the car is idle, because in the previous video you saw that when we move the car out of the ground, the car starts moving in the forward direction. Okay, or if the car is standing on a slope, then the car will move either backward or forward according to the slope direction, and we don't want that. We want to add a handbrake type of system. Okay, so for adding the handbrake or the brake, we're gonna use the same method. Okay, so in this method we will first of all work on our handbrake, in which we're gonna say that if the space button is pressed, okay, if the key code is space, alright, then we're gonna brake. Or if the car is standing still, then in that case we will apply the handbrake so that the car doesn't move by its own. Okay, so we will say that if the move input is equals to 0, then what we're gonna do, we're gonna brake, we're gonna stop all of the wheels from moving. So we will say for each wheel in the wheels, we're gonna apply the brake torque to our wheel. Okay, so wheel dot wheel collider dot brake torque equals to 300 multiplied by the brake acceleration, and then multiply by the time dot delta time. Alright, this will right here apply the brakes. Now the next thing which we want to add is that, for example, if we start moving the car, then in that case we don't want to apply brakes. Okay, in that case we just want the car to move. So add a else condition. If we are not now in this else condition, it means that if we are not pressing the space button or if the move input is greater than 0. Then in that case, it means the car is now moving, and when the car is moving, we're gonna remove the brakes. So in order to remove the brake torque when not braking, we will say wheel collider dot brake torque equals to 0. That is all we have to do for steering and braking. Now in the late update, we can call these methods. So steer, and then we have the brake. All right. If we get back right here, everything is set up. We can just simply go ahead and play the game. And as you know that when the game starts, the car doesn't move because the car just stuck inside the ground, as you can see right here. Okay, it's stuck inside the ground when the game starts. So we have to move it like this so that it gets unstuck. And now, as you can see, the car is not moving by its own. If we press the W key, the car move forward, as you can see. And when we unpress, or you can say when we stop moving the W key, the car stops by itself, as you can see. And if we are now moving backwards, as you can see, the car move, and then when we remove the finger from the button, the car stops. And now when we are moving and press the brake, as you can see, the car can brake as well. Okay, and now if we move to the left side, as you can see, the car move to the left and the right side. So as you can see, the car is moving to the left and right. Okay, for now, as you can see, the car is moving, and if you notice, the car wheels are not animating. Okay, the car wheels doesn't rotate to the left or right side, or even if we move back or forward, the car wheels doesn't go in the circular movement, as you can see. Okay, because for now only the wheels of the car are rotating to the left and right side, and also it rotates in the forward and backward direction. Okay, but not the actual wheel scheme of checked, as you can see. So in the next video, we're gonna animate our wheels, and also we're gonna fix this issue with our car. If you start the game again, you will notice the car gets stuck inside the ground, and we don't want that. Okay, we want the car to be like this when the game starts. So we're gonna fix this issue in the next video.